Welcome to CVCA Royals Football, brought to you again tonight through the generosity of Friends of Royals Football, the parent and alumni organization of the Royals Football program. Good evening, everybody. My name is Tim Nichols, and I'll be bringing you the action again this evening. We're on the road tonight, and it's Week 10 of the Ohio High School football season. Normally, that would mean it's the final week of the regular season, but not in 2020. Sebo Stadium in Salem, Ohio is the site of tonight's contest, where it will be a rematch of the 2019 opening round Division IV Region 13 playoff game between the Royals and the Salem High School Quakers from the Eastern Buckeye Conference. Last week, CVCA bowed out of the 2020 Division IV Region 13 playoffs when Lake Catholic mounted a second-half comeback and defeated the Royals 35-21 in a third-round playoff contest. Given the unusual format of the 2020 season, prompted by the impacts of COVID-19, the OHSAA shortened the scheduled regular season from a normal 10-game season to just 6 games. All teams were eligible to opt into the playoffs with a provision that once a team was eliminated, it could opt to play additional regular season games through the second week of November. And that's just what the Royals and Quakers have chosen to do tonight. The Royals come into the contest with a 6-2 record. Their 6-game winning streak halted last week. Salem enters the game with a record of 5-4. The Quakers were the 15th seed in Region 13, and they won their opening playoff contest earlier this month against Struthers before taking number 2 seed Poland Seminary down to the wire in a 24-21 loss 2 weeks ago. Last week, Salem scheduled its first post-playoff regular season game, and they defeated East Liverpool by a score of 14-7. What's at stake tonight? Well, it's simple. A chance to go out and play a game, to have fun and bring home another win. For CVCA, it's a chance for a 4th straight 7-win season and a sense of normalcy. Almost hard to believe a full 10-game season will be played, given there was no guarantee of any season back in August, less than 10 days before opening night. Last year, these two teams met, and they played a playoff game at Royal Stadium in the first round. It was a 40-8 victory for the home team, CVCA's first ever postseason victory. In that game, Royals quarterback Michael Bevington had 150 yards on the ground and found the end zone twice. He also passed for 109 yards and a touchdown. The Royals outrushed Salem 282 yards to just 57 for the Quakers, and they took advantage of 3 Salem turnovers en route to the victory. This year's Salem team has some key pieces back on offense from a year ago, including sophomore quarterback Jackson Johnson, who is the son of head coach Ron Johnson. They've also got talented wide receiver Blaze Exline, a junior, and senior Jax Booth. Johnson has thrown for more than 2,300 yards this season with 23 touchdowns and just 6 interceptions. 15 of those touchdown passes have gone to Exline, who has 89 receptions coming into the game. Another 6 touchdown passes have gone to Booth, who has hauled in 53 passes of his own. Johnson's also the biggest running threat and leads the Quakers with 861 yards on the ground this season and 7 rushing scores. The Quakers try to keep defenses honest with junior Jason Austin, who has 73 carries on the season but only 215 yards from scrimmage, to go along with 4 touchdowns. On the other side of the ball, Salem has totally rebuilt from a year ago. The Quakers lost 9 starters from their 2019 playoff team, and it showed on run defense, or frankly, the lack thereof. The Quakers opened up the season against longtime rival West Branch, and they gave up 44 points in Game 1 back in August. Canton South put up 40 points the next week and rushed for more than 200 yards, and conference foe Marlington put up 45 points in Week 4 against Salem. Even one-win Minerva had a good night against the Quakers. They rushed for a whopping 458 yards from scrimmage, but somehow lost by 23 points. The Salem defense has shown signs of growing up since that first half of the season, however. In the last 4 games, they've given up just 13, 19, 24, and 7 points in their last 4 games. And here come the Quakers. They simply ran out of gas a couple of weeks ago against Poland Seminary, the number 2 seed in that second-round playoff game. Salem got out to a 21-0 lead before ultimately falling by a score of 24-21 against the Bulldogs. They held the Bulldogs' high-powered offense to its second lowest output of the season. So it's been a tale of 2 halves for the Salem defense this season. For the Royals, they've got an opportunity to get back on track tonight. Last week, against Lake Catholic, the first half was much like the 6 weeks that preceded it. 3 offensive possessions, 232 yards on offense, and 3 touchdowns en route to a 21-7 halftime lead. But the second half was anything but. Lake Catholic shut down the Royals offense, holding CVCA to just 88 yards from scrimmage in the second half. Expect the Royals secondary to get tested again tonight, but also expect CVCA to look to offset the powerful aerial attack of Salem with ball control offense once again. The Salem High School marching band on the field right now. It looks like the alma mater, easy for me to say, the alma mater for Salem High School being performed. And now our national anthem. The Salem High School marching band. So the Royals' defensive secondary is expected to get tested tonight, as we mentioned before, with the high-powered passing attack of the Salem offense and Johnson. They'll have to be sound in the defensive secondary tonight to ensure victory this evening. But for the Royals, it'll be more of the same, with quarterback Michael Bevington making his 33rd straight start for CVCA, as well as sophomore Kyle Snyder. Scheduling is happening on a week-to-week basis at this point, but there's no doubt that we're bearing witness to the twilight of one of the greatest careers of any player ever to wear the CVCA Royals jersey. Michael Bevington has risen to 3rd all-time on the CVCA career rushing chart with 3,152 yards coming into the game. Only 2 players, John Pettigrew and Trey Tucker, have scored more rushing touchdowns, and Bevington, with 40 to his credit, is within reach of Tucker's 43. Michael Bevington has shattered all CVCA career passing records with 3,811 yards through the air and another 33 touchdowns. In fact, Bevington has more all-purpose yards than any player that's ever put on a Royals uniform. Between Bevington's ability to stretch the field and Kyle Snyder's 8 yards per carry average, the offensive game plan should not change for CVCA tonight. Salem head coach Ron Johnson is in his 9th season on the sidelines for the Quakers, and he's 1 game over 500. At Salem, he's 47 wins and 46 losses. He's guided 3 prior Salem teams to the OHSAA playoffs, in addition to this year's team that opted into the playoffs. It's the 5th head coaching stop in his career, which has spanned stops at Canton-McKinley, Middletown, Westlake, and Yellow Springs in Ohio. He also spent 9 seasons as an assistant at Miami of Ohio. Overall, this is his 23rd season as a head coach for Johnson, and he's an even 500 for his career, 120 wins and 120 losses. He's a native of small Cable, Ohio, population 2,217. He's a graduate of Wittenberg University, a 1982 All-American for the Tigers at linebacker. For CVCA on the sideline, head coach Dan Larlam is in his 6th season as head coach of the Royals. He brings a career record of 29 wins and 33 losses into tonight's game, but he's 28-14 in the last 4 seasons after rebuilding the Royals program from the foundation up in his first 2 years at the helm. We see the Royals coming through the entrance on the other side of the field now as they make their way into Sebo Stadium. It's the 2nd meeting ever between the 2 teams. Again, the Royals won last year in an opening round OHSAA playoff match at home by a score of 40-8. The Royals are 2-1 all-time against schools from the former rather from the Eastern Buckeye Conference, the conference that was founded just a year ago and includes Salem and several of their conference mates. In addition to Salem's victory a year ago, the Royals and Canton South of the Eastern Buckeye Conference split a home-and-home series in 2017 and 2018, each team winning on the road. A reminder tonight, follow us on Twitter. The Twitter handle is @CVCA Livestream, and we'll do our best to interact with you and your tweets during the broadcast. It's a cool night at Sebo Stadium in Salem, Ohio tonight. The rain, which has been falling pretty much the entire week, has stopped earlier this afternoon. We did get a few peaks of sunshine. Game time temperature is a cold 39 degrees and expected to drop a little bit further to about 36 degrees by the time the game is over this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, here come the Royals. Week number 10 as the Royals are ready for action with the Salem Quakers tonight. And we're ready to bring it to you. Looking forward to a great game tonight. Two teams from Division IV, Region 13 with storied histories. Salem has played over 120 years of football, which is pretty amazing. For the Royals, it's Team 25. It looks like the Quakers have taken the field. And that means the Royals will be getting the opening kickoff. The kicker for Salem is a freshman, number 12, Hayden Tomadijevich. Tomadijevich. That's an easy one for the Phonetics. Back deep for CVCA, Eli Dykandrew and David Lewis. We're about ready for football from Salem, Ohio. And it's a high end-over-end kick. The Royals take it and move across the 35-yard line out near the 40. Just shy of it is Eli Dykandrew on the return, and the Royals offense will take the field. In the backfield is Michael Bevington for start number 33. And the Royals will have first down and 10 yards to go. Bevington will pass on the first play, and he's going to go long right out of the gate looking for David Lewis, but it's over and just beyond the reach of Lewis on 1st and 10, so the Royals trying to open up with a big play, but it goes for naught. Second down, 10 yards to go. Second down and 10. The Royals have two receivers to the near side. Carter Parmenter in motion. Bevington will hand off to Kyle Snyder, and Snyder tries to go across the left side. He's across the 35. Not much there, though. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Royals. If you can hear the PA address announcer, Jackson Johnson, the man we talked about in the pregame, in there on the tackle. He is the leading tackler for the Salem Quakers. 3rd down, 10 yards to go, and the opening possession of the ball game just underway. This time, two receivers to the near side. It's a fake to Ty Bova. Bevington looks and throws over the outstretched arms of Kyle Snyder, and the Royals go 3 and out on the opening possession. 4th down and 10. Out to kick for the Royals, number 18, senior Bryce Keitlinger. And it looks like Jax Booth may be back there to field the punt for the Quakers. Keitlinger gets it off. A boot that bounces just beyond the 40-yard line. Booth will take it, going east and west, trying to get some blocks. And he's got it. Well, a couple blocks. He's on his way, taken down after the 40-yard line. A good return for Jax Booth, and that's where the Quakers will set up 1st down and 10 with their first possession of the night. Penalty on the play, however. And it looks like it's going to be an illegal block in the back against the Quakers. So they're going to march Salem back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And they will set the ball up on the 31-yard line of Salem. Check that, the 32-yard line on the near hash mark. We are broadcasting from the visiting scoreboard, or the visiting press box tonight at Salem High School. It's a beautiful stadium. Sebo Stadium, renamed about a year ago in honor of a local businessman, Bill Sebo, I believe it is. 1954 graduate here at Salem High School, went on to a successful business career and has given back to his alma mater. It's a handoff up the middle, and big yards for number 6. Check that, number 5, rather, Jason Austin. Austin will pick up 8 yards on that 1st down carry, so 2nd and short for Salem. We mentioned Sebo. The stadium named in his honor, or renamed in his honor, as the carry goes to Austin again. Austin's across the 40-yard line. He's got enough for a 1st down out to the 45-yard line, and they'll move the chains for Salem and the Quakers. Bob Sebo, rather, is the benefactor here, and he's actually given upwards of $400,000 to the Salem athletic program and the Salem schools, his alma mater. They've done a beautiful job with this stadium. 2 press boxes on either side. Beautiful track that surrounds the turf field as the Quakers have 1st down and 10, and the first pass of the night is completed for a short gain. Gavin Wilms on the reception, the sophomore for the Quakers, picks up 4 yards. It's 2nd down and 6 from just shy of midfield. The Quakers will scrimmage from their own 49-yard line. Johnson's going to keep and run right side this time. He gets across the 50, breaks into the secondary, 1 man to beat. And he's got him beat. Johnson still going, and he may go all the way. 10-5, touchdown, Salem. 51 yards on the scamper for Jackson Johnson, and the Quakers are on the board early. Jackson Johnson took that ball from his shotgun position, went across the right side, juked a couple of CVCA defenders, and the big boom in the background is apparently a tradition here at Salem. In the national anthem, you may have heard it. And after the touchdown, a huge cannon blast signifying that the Quakers are on the board. Hayden Tomadijevich in to kick the extra point, and a couple of Salem Quakers rushing in for the PAT duty at the last moment here. The holder is number 3, Brock Young. The kick is up, and it is good. So we've played a couple of minutes, 9 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Quakers strike first. 7-0. Again, we'd like to thank you, or say thank you to the Friends of Royals Football organization and the folks that have helped bring these live streams to you this season. Friends of Royals Football is the new parent, alumni, and friends organization that was formed this season to help support CVCA football, and in an era of social distancing, to bring football to you wherever you are. We have had viewers check in from about 30 states and 5 countries this year. the Middle East, in Dubai I've seen, Kenya, Africa, Brazil, in Sao Paulo, as well as all throughout Northeast Ohio, Michigan, the Midwest, and in about 30 states overall. So if you're watching tonight and you're with us again, we thank you for joining us and being a part of it. The Quakers will kick off. They've drawn first blood tonight. And they kick deep once again. It looks like Dykandrew will get it again. He breaks across the 30, looks for space. Actually, that's Michael Bevington on the return this time. Michael Bevington and Dykandrew back deep. Bevington, the quarterback, gets a chance to return kicks every once in a while. He does return punts, in addition to all the other responsibilities on the senior quarterback for CVCA. So the Royals play from behind. Again, they did not play from behind much in their 6-game winning streak and were out in front last week in the first half before trailing as Lake Catholic moved ahead. Bevington will throw. In the flat, it's complete, near side. First down yardage for Brant Simmons. Looks like there may be a flag down, however. And there is. The referee coming to the near side. Hill Conference. And we're looking at his backside today as he gets ready to signal. He's going to call offensive pass interference for CVCA. That may have been a pick play, and that's going to be a big penalty on the Royals. 15 yards. So instead of first down near midfield, the Royals march backwards 15 yards. It'll be first down and really long. The scoreboard is not quite within sight of my viewing, but we're going to go with first down and 24, it looks like, on this play. And now another flag is down, and this one looks like it's going to be encroachment on the Quakers. The Royals will get 5 yards back. Down 7-0. The Royals have tried to pass it 3 of the first 4 offensive plays, which is an interesting approach given the success that CVCA has had on the ground this season. Kyle Snyder averaging 8 yards a carry. Bevington averaging 6.5 yards a carry himself. So first down and 19. Bevington has Snyder offset to his right, and he will hand it to him. Snyder looks and gains about 5 yards, it looks like, on that play. So the first and 19 play picks up about 5. We'll call it second down at 14, maybe 15 yards to go. And that play, Jack Bova way downfield, the big right tackle for CVCA. Anchors that right side of the line. JT Nichols on the left side. The Royals' offensive line has been the staple, the foundation of the CVCA offense. This time Bevington will keep it, looking for room. There's not much there, though, as the Quakers defense stacks up Bevington after a short gain of 3 yards. That brings up third down and long, 3rd and 12 for the Royals. Still looking for their first down of the ball game on their second possession. So on 3rd and long, it looks like David Lewis on the near side, trips far side. He's got time, looks for David Lewis. He's near the first down marker, inbounds, but spotted short, maybe a yard on the tackle. At that time, it looked like number 24, Blaze Exline. They'll officially mark him 2 yards short of the first down. The Royals on the 46-yard line on their own side of the field keep the offense out on the field. So a big play early on here in the first quarter. Royals down 7-0. 4th down and 2. Bunch formation. Snyder to the left of Bevington. Bevington's going to keep it and follow Kyle Snyder. Pushes forward. He's got first down yardage across the 45 out to the 48-yard line. First down and 10, CVCA. So on 1st and 25, after the big penalty, the Royals find a way to convert. They get their first down of the ball game. The drive continues, and they'll send 3 receivers. Trips far side. Snyder offset to the left of Bevington. Hard count. The Quakers defense is disciplined and doesn't jump off sides. Bevington now checks, resets, and takes the snap, hands to Snyder across the 50. Kyle Snyder's got 5 yards. He's taken down by Jax Booth, it looks like. Booth does a little bit of everything. He's caught a bunch of passes. The second leading pass catcher, plays defensive back, kick return, and punt return. But Kyle Snyder does a lot too, and Kyle Snyder pushes forward close to another CVCA first down. Stoppage in play, and the near side judge says move those sticks forward. First down and 10 Royals. A pickup of 5 yards for Kyle Snyder. And the Royals now have their second first down. They're across midfield. Again, trips far side. Bevington looks to throw. He's going to go long again. He's got a man out there, and the man is tripped up, flagged down. That was Brennan Darr out there on the fly pattern. He was knocked down by the defender on about the 10-yard line, and it will undoubtedly be pass interference on the Quakers. In high school, that is not a spot foul. It's a 15-yard penalty. It will be enough for a first down for the Royals as they march the ball down to the 27-yard line of the Quakers. Brennan Darr is the leading receiver for CVCA this season. He has over 500 yards to go with about a half dozen touchdown receptions. The Royals skill players look to the sideline, waiting for the call to be signaled in by the Royals coaching staff. Now Bevington moves Kyle Snyder to his right. Again, he's got 3 receivers to that direction, but Bevington will keep it right up the middle. Jukes, and ball's on the ground. Who's got it? Waiting for a signal. And the Quakers come away with it. Michael Bevington puts the ball on the turf, and the first big mistake of the ball game goes against CVCA. So the drive goes for naught. The Quakers turn the Royals over. And Salem will take over first down and 10. They'll start this drive at about their 22-yard line. Make it the 23. Last time, quarterback Jackson Johnson sprinted 51 yards. This time he's going to keep it again, and the Royals defense is ready for him. No gain on first down for Johnson. Second down and 9. Johnson goes left this time, tries to get the corner, and he's cut down on the 25-yard line, a short gain. It looked like Eli Dicandrew may have been in there on that tackle. 3rd and 8. We are past the halfway mark of the first quarter. The Quakers lead 7-0. They've got trips to the near side for Johnson. Who will throw it? The lefty looks, throws across the middle, and he's got a man there. It is complete. First down yardage. Jax Booth on the reception. A big third down conversion for the Quakers on 3rd down and 8. The drive continues for Salem. This time, end around. Not much there. Blaze X-Line, one of the best names we've faced all year for CVCA. The wide receiver could not get the corner. Blaze X-Line has got to be on the all-names team. Second down and 9 yards to go for Salem First quarter action. Johnson rolls to his left. The southpaw looks to throw back, looking for the wheel route. It's covered. Now he comes off to his secondary receiver. Incomplete, intended for Brock Young. So the Royals got burned on that wheel route throwback play last week at Lake Catholic for a touchdown. This time, much better on the defensive side. No doubt that Salem likely saw that play against Lake Catholic, tried to run it there, but the Royals were not fooled 2 weeks in a row. So after the incomplete pass, it's 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Can the Royals defense get a stop and get off the field, pick up their offense after the fumble? Big rush against Johnson, who's flushed to his left, throws, finds a man wide open at midfield. First down yardage to Jax Booth. Booth is all the way out to the Royals' 45-yard line. First down and 10. So another big 3rd down conversion on 3rd and long. Michael Bevington getting the stop on defense for the Royals. A rare defensive series for the senior from CVCA. Johnson up the middle, now jukes to his left side. He's got a couple of yards on 1st and 10. They mark him down on the 43-yard line, where it will be 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Bunch formation for the Quakers. They send Wilms in motion, and Johnson will follow him right side, looking for an open lane, and he's tripped up at the 40, falls forward to about the 38-yard line. He'll pick up 4 yards on the play. Check that he was following Jason Austin, the fullback, number 5 in that play, but he did gain 4 yards at 3rd down and 4. Jackson Johnson, only a sophomore for Salem, so they've got great things ahead of them in years to come. The quarterback has already thrown for over 2,300 yards this season. Throws, and it is incomplete. So finally, the Royals stop on 3rd down. Johnson looking for Brock Young on that play. Young dove for it, could not come up with it, but on 4th down and 4 inside Royals territory, it looks like the Quakers will go for it, leading 7-0. Johnson in the shotgun. He's got Jason Austin lined up behind him. He'll throw. Looks, throws wide open, 1st down yardage. Pitch and catch as easy as it's ever going to be for the Salem Quakers out across the 30-yard line. Jax Booth again on the reception. Jackson Johnson may be the best quarterback we've seen this season since Jordan Mick in week 2 from Northwest. This time he'll roll left, looking to run with it, and it looks like he's going to be taken down in the backfield. In there first, looked like it may have been Kyle Snyder to stop him. And then Brant Simmons finished him off. 2-yard loss on that play, so it's 2nd down and 12 yards to go. Inside of 2 minutes, rolling down to 1.5 minutes to go, 1st quarter. The Quakers lead this one 7-0 on a 51-yard scamper by Johnson on their first possession. It's their 2nd time with the ball, 2nd down and 12. And we've got a stoppage. Flags are down, and it looks like they're going to call a false start against the Quakers. They march off 5 yards against Salem. That brings up 2nd down, now 17 yards to go. A pair of receivers make that 3 to the near side for the Quakers. Johnson does look to throw. He's under pressure. Now he's flushed out. Tosses, finds a wide open man, number 84, complete near the first down. That's Austin Sinkovich. And Austin Sinkovich does have first down yardage on 2nd and 17. Another big play. Johnson cool under pressure in the backfield, flushed out to his left, just kept his eyes downfield, found his wide open receiver, Sinkovich, who got the first down. So it's first down and 10 inside the red zone for the Quakers on about the 18-yard line. Johnson will look to throw again. He's got a man open in the flat, complete across the 10, down near the 5, reaching for the end zone. Marked into the end zone, touchdown for Salem. Brock Young, the man who caught that touchdown pass, he took the final 10 yards and did it himself, lunged toward the end zone, and he got in. So the Salem Quakers put another score on the board as we wind down toward the end of the first quarter. Hayden Tomadejevich back in for the extra point. The snap is down, and this one is blocked. The extra point is no good. It may have been Michael Bevington who came from the left side and lunged out and blocked that extra point. But the Quakers put 6 more on the board, and the Royals find themselves in a hole here on Friday night in Salem, Ohio, down 13-0, nearing the end of the first quarter. It's been a tough 3 quarters now in a row for CVCA. The second half last week up in Mentor against Lake Catholic, and the first half tonight, a 3-and-out on the first offensive possession, and the second offensive possession looked like it was moving down the field until Michael Bevington was separated from the ball. That fumble turned into another Quakers score, 6 points off the turnover as they drove nearly 80 yards, I believe 78 yards on that drive from their own 22-yard line, or 23, for the touchdown. So Tomadejevich back in to kick off. This one is squibbed deep. It's returnable. Michael Bevington has it, tries to find a hole, and now he's bottled up at the 30-yard line. That's where the Royals will take over first down and 10. Down 13-0. Just 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Royals offense takes the field for the 3rd time. And we are mostly inside with an open window for the camera on the scoreboard and can feel the cold air. It's got to be bitterly cold out on the field. Bevington will keep up the middle, looks to get to the outside. He'll pick up at least 5 yards on that play, maybe 6, as the clock winds down toward the end of the first quarter. They give him 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 when we come back. But we've reached the end of the first quarter. From Sebo Stadium in Salem, Ohio, the score, the Salem Quakers 13, the Royals nothing. With a break in the action between quarters, we want to thank, once again, this year's 2020 Power Meal sponsors. Each week we've had a key sponsor. Tonight we want to thank all of them. And that includes Panini's Bar and Grill in Stowe, TGI Fridays in Stowe, Texas Roadhouse also in Stowe, Rockney's in Stowe, Casa de Angelo in Macedonia, McDonald's on Steele's Corner Road in Stowe, Chick-fil-A in Cuyahoga Falls, and KFC in Macedonia. All those restaurants participants in the 2020 Royals Power Meal sponsorship and program, keeping the Royals fed on the night before ball games this year, usually Thursday nights, the last 3 weeks on Friday nights. If you got a chance this weekend, stop on down to one of those restaurants. Thank them for their participation and sponsorship of Royals football, and specifically the Royals Power Meal program in 2020. Many of them multi-year sponsors of the Royals program. We thank them for their participation, and we encourage you to patronize one of those restaurants this weekend. Again, that's Panini's in Stowe, TGI Fridays in Stowe, Texas Roadhouse in Stowe, Rockney's also in Stowe, Casa de Angelo in Macedonia, McDonald's on Steele's Corner in Stowe, Chick-fil-A in Cuyahoga Falls, and KFC in Macedonia. We're ready for second quarter action. The Royals now going left to right, wearing their black bottoms, white tops, black numerals, and black helmets. They've got a second down and 4 as we get underway. Bevington will keep it up the middle, and he's brought down right at the 40-yard line, close to a first down. But just shy, says the side judge. It'll be third down and 1 as they spot it directly on the 40. Looks like they have to get to the 40.5-yard line. So, an important third down. Salem looks like they've got 8 men in the box selling out to stop the run. Bevington has plenty of yards for the first down. He picks up 8 more yards on third and 1. Out to the 48-yard line. They'll move the chains. It's first down and 10, CVCA near midfield. On first down and 10, bunch formation for the Royals. Snyder to the right, and they'll hand to Snyder. Across midfield, Kyle Snyder picks up 6 yards on first down. It's second and 4 once again from the Quakers' 46-yard line. Same formation, single receiver high. Bevington will follow his blockers to the right side. He's across the 40, gets some room, out of bounds at the 35-yard line. First down yardage for senior quarterback Michael Bevington. The Royals trying to put something together here, trailing 13-0. Early second quarter action. This time Kyle Snyder gets it, trying to find space. Again, rarely taken down by the first man that touches him. That time he fell forward for an extra 3 yards after the initial contact. Officially a 3-yard gain, so second down and 7 for CVCA. Right side, Bevington waits for a hole to open up, and that hole closed very quickly. Jax Booth was in there to pull down the CVCA quarterback after a short gain. The CVCA offensive line making a push, though. A short gain turns into a 4-yard gain because that offensive line doing its thing. But they've got a third down and 3 right here. The Royals check to the sideline. Same formation. This time Bevington hands to Snyder. He's stacked up. Not sure he's got enough for that first down. It looks like he may be short by about a yard. Again, we mentioned that teams early in the season had their way running against the Quakers defense, but they have certainly improved in the last month, and they look improved here tonight. It's fourth down and a big 1.5 yards to go for CVCA. They do not change the formation. Bevington runs to the right. He's going to get the first down, spins, still going, breaks it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Bevington for CVCA. Bevington puts the Royals on the board. It's his 41st rushing touchdown of his career, and the Royals closed within 13-6. Bryce Keitlinger, the senior place kicker for CVCA, is in for extra point duties. The holder is Joey Lehner, the freshman. He puts the ball down, and Keitlinger puts his foot into it straight through the uprights. And so that's more like it. A touchdown drive for CVCA as they answer the Quakers with 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's the score, or the score is Salem 13 and the Royals 7. It looked like on that drive, the Royals just decided they were going to come out in the same formation once they got across midfield, and they were going to force Salem to stop them, and they could not. So, the Royals cheerleaders in front of us. 7 leg kicks, adding to their huge totals this season. As you look at the huddle, as the CVCA kicking team takes the field for the first time tonight. And they have been a story this season with the onside kicks of Bryce Keitlinger. 2 weeks ago at Perry, the Royals onside kicked 7 times and recovered 4 of them. Last week they only had 3 opportunities to kick off. They onside kicked all 3 times but did not recover 1. Lake Catholic took advantage of that with great field position, and obviously the Quakers have scouted it. They've got 8 men up on the 50-yard line. Actually 7 men, just 4 men back. Keitlinger approaches the ball, and he squibs it right into the up man who covers the ball. It looks like number 34 on that recovery for Salem. That's Corey Reason. Reason, a backup halfback, a junior, was ready for it. And the Quakers will take over first down and 10, just shy of midfield on the 49-yard line. So 13-7 the score. The Royals draw a bit closer. The defense, though, has yet to make a stop. And they'll hand to the halfback. Not a lot there that time. Jason Austin gets another chance to touch the ball. He had a couple carries on the first drive and got some good yards. That time the defense stacks him up for no gain, maybe a half a yard actually. So officially second down and 9. Pass play tipped up in the air, almost intercepted. It looks like Bryce Keitlinger was out there on the attempt. So Johnson's pass is incomplete. That'll bring up third down. 9 yards to go. And so far, the Quakers have had excellent luck in converting third down and long into first down. We'll see if the Royals can do better this time around. And they look to pass it again, and this one is dropped. Or is it? It is. Far side of the field in the lights. It definitely looked like it was dropped, but the way the receiver reacted, we weren't sure for just a moment. Fourth down and 9 from midfield, and the offense stays on the field for the Quakers. So now they look back and check that. They look like they're going to punt, and they do. They're going to make the Royals go long as that ball bounces into the end zone. Jackson Johnson is also the punter for the Quakers. Man who does it all. So they came out and tripped up this announcer, looking like they were going to go for it, but he ran back into punting formation and sent that on its way. So the Royals will take over first down and 10 after the touchback on the 20-yard line. This time a pair of receivers to either side of Michael Bevington. Snyder offset to his left, so the Royals show a different formation than the last drive. And Bevington will throw it. Quick pass complete to Ty Bova. Bova runs across the 30 and taken out of bounds. First down yardage for the freshman. On the tackle for the Quakers, number 10, Landon Cooper. Ty Bova broke into the starting lineup at the start of the year as a freshman. Caught a touchdown in his first game at Fairless. He's got 1 touchdown on the season, 1 touchdown reception for young Bova. This time it's an end around to Brennan Darr. Not much there, however. (11) Our left side, rather, complete near the first down yardage. Stick. Royals move the ball out to the 44-yard line where tries to, and as Bevington takes the second time tonight. He's taken down. Oh, he's not. Taken down by Bryce Keitlinger. Far. It is. A big turnover for CVCA as they'll take over on Eli Dykandrew. Try the one.
What is excellence is about more than this. It's not only when they, but in the still and because our God or imagined in academic pursuit of the earth to and the deep mystery. Its preparation for a career, ordinary and lives in turn the to so it is a defiant life in the way they them with people with guideposts and shine a light on the darkest and most broken places. Lost their flavor. Called to accept.
We invite you to learn more. Well, www.CVCA Royals. Admission season has now begun, and CVCA website royals.org. And as you experience CVCA, go to www.cvca videos. Out of town scoreboard. There's just one game, and they are at Tusky 20 a playoffs game. Number 12 and number 2 Poland. (2019) and it seemed to have little impact on the Bearcats. First road game, rather, and it was all UC. Year once return in week 3. That game can be seen. Fellow 2004 in a row. Big by a final. And we mentioned teams in the country have canceled their season. He did have a game located just north is where 2000 career in football. In college from Michigan. In 28 to 20. All of it to continue much of 21 history. Regular season finale. The Royals came into the game on a at that point. Panthers squad or conference championship, but stadium decision. Despite following week to face an 9 Royals team finish. Fast forward 6 years. And you can't make this stuff up. 35 to 4. First for team did take its lump. They'll have to come back to do it as 21 now, and then come back to you in a few moments.
With this song. Trendy. Hip.
Time. We hope you're still 21 to 13 on the road. CVCA.
Thanks. It's great to be up in there. This would make a lot of sense.
Even with the window, we appreciate you being of Game 10 when the season appeared. Sports at CVCA, not.
If I said one day at a time, there's so many who really, really excited that we're able to make. I had hoped our seniors would get it. I hoped our this fall have.
That's fantastic. So, but what has it really been like? What's been?
It's been challenging. I think that re-energized much more. Quote that the method. So we're excited with face masks and so different things that to be able to use exciting.
That's great, John. So, usual year. One more game. You know, we're at Salem. Scheduling. How do you go about scheduling?
Chuckling at the high school level, we're seeing some and they're made the joke that in a lot of you're scrambling your phones, we're sending emails to kids that give petition that good things are really.
Is another game for these.
Yes.
The West Branch. So.
Yeah, the West Branch.
It is. They usually playing West Branch. Better internet connection on the uniform at least, but up winter sports. We'll look at CVCA.
If we are able to get winter hard also, you know about the history. Boy, had a great excited
Of the new basket and Larlam, and so as you see years later in retrospect, community.
That's a great question, and I leaders and had and just highly. But we are excited for philosophy. Great job with giant guy. You'll see him and Devin, but a great of him at CVCA.
Football program, Brennan of the Royals basketball on the basketball overlooked by any event that I attended. Well, they had a great
work their tails off. And Coach O'Keefe is to basketball.
The great history. A couple of barren. They're back down into a division that's so there's a lot. 19 and keep these players excel on the is the ultimate goal.
Absolutely, yep. We think at leverage relationship relationship with the Lord. Down on the field or something. It's third and the cheerleaders.
Well, we thank challenges we're having. Bryce Keitlinger is out on the field. 10 yards. It Quakers number 10 at midfield. Hey, have a great rest of the.
Thanks.
Bye, John. Lead. Again tonight, he hands the middle. Johnson in the shot. Another handoff up the pickup of 10. Johnson signaling. The Royals 30. Tries to find room across the. Third down and 8. So he said it. But has lead up by 8. Left, he finds a ball's on the ground, and it's the ball on the turf, who take them all. This tying score. Play for the Royals. Off to Kyle Snyder toward the first down. He's got to his left. To the 4. Trips near side again. Near a first down. Up of 3. David Lewis on the far side will hand continue. looking toward. '21 changes to his left. He's close to the 40. '13. Bevington range across the left side. Close to 10 yards more. They march the ball down. Burst down in 10. Bev. The other one by Kendrew. Tumble. Yard line. Second down. Six yards. So this time Kyle Snyder. Cross. Punishing Quakers. First. On the opponents. Kyle Snyder hits them. One as he gets the shoot. Fake to Snyder. Time. Trying to line of the to either side. Quakers. The Royals need the 4. They set up in a left side, and they're going to run a big. We'll wait for. Is short by about. CVCA down 8. But Kyler one right now. And he trusts his offensive. Last week on a big 4th. One of the first times all. 4th down 1. Flat. Royals may have had a delay of game. The Royals winding down by Dan Larlam just before. When Austin Sinkovich down yardage, but was and have systematically driven the yard line. Upcoming. And you offensive line. And JT Nickel. Beving the call. Degrees. Left. Zone. At 4 yards. CVCA. Pickup on 4th down. On the door. Touchdown. Snyder. And the CVCA that makes and CVCA down on the 3-yard line. On the 2-point conversion play. The score all 3-6. Dyke Andrew. Fumble recovery. Get a 1-yard plunge. A pass from Bevington. Here in the great interview with him. Football game next week. Royals Stadium against West. So, formation backs to the line of the Quakers. Again, time the bag. The last 3 weeks, the Royals in 7 attempts. The Pirates will. Quakers are certainly not Pirates. Quakers will have great. But we've just been victimized. Body internet coverage. Tonight. And 9 yards. Johnson. Third and long. Johnson, or as Jack in the plays. Now it lofts it. Brant lofted that one. Take it and return the ball. First down. Their second turnover. Kyle Snyder across the 42. Great vision by the in that first down carry. Up the middle himself. All the way to the 40. Back from down. Trying to put fine run, 7 yards gain. The Royals Snyder and that forward, still going all the way 10-yard line. A huge place. All Royals. So we're looking down. Up the middle. Hit. Barreling through to another 8 seconds. Looking to take the lead for the far side. Snyder. Bevington keeps. But it looks like he will have. He does. They come out of the bunch. Bevington. Right into the end zone. Michael Bevington tonight. Michael Bevington. Take the lead. For the first time tonight, CVCA. And then quarter with back out. Sit an onside. The ball down on the tee. Marks. And the Royals again. They did this 6. Number third quarter with the Royals to 21. Motions to the Royals with a 7-point lead. But as we get tonight, first team all and Bella Costa to this week. Girls soccer team. Tip of the cap tonight. Venus.
Now as our God has gone above.
And they've advanced quarter action and with a first down in night. It's second down and Jackson back run. He's got first to the 40-yard line. Move the chains. On the tackle for C. About a 5-yard gain. Around the end, he'll pick up 5 yards. Breaks into this of CVCA. Down to the CVCA. Tonight trying to drive downfield. Ball is incomplete. But we're call that just a simple. So it's second down. 9:45 to go. Stadium. Salem. Shotgun empty back. Tricky. Quakers will have enough for a first. That will be a full. Some misdirection to the left side, complete. Salem Quakers coming. Those 89 reception list, and he's got those. They like the to the right side. Field in front of him. Johnson. CVCA. Make for that tying. Gain. Looks like X-Line will pick. The leading receiver of the Salem. If this time. Again, though. Down, and they self-destructing. All away. Just turned the ball over 3. They did all season. And the Royals drive and take the 7 minutes 33. The middle. A nice gain for Michael Beving. Down in 2. The clock. Offensive penalty. I've heard that all night. For CVCA on Bevington hand. It's second down and 6. scores in the 3 turnovers. Jones and time. Michael Bevington. And we're going to call 28-21 going and 29 defense and is Jack's 55-pound senior. He's the center. Snap. Booth will have a chance to return. Room, look out! Kind of CVCA. Keitlinger, who made Jax Booth had one. So the Quakers offense, they have moved, turned it over 3 times. The halfback with it. A yard. One earlier. And 8 seconds to go. Johnson Blaze X-line on the reception. Go. Looks, and it a tipped ball. Force another turnover. Simmons. For CVC. And a heartbreaker if you're once again the Royals. But they're going to take over line, so they've got to be careful. Simply be side. Bevington Candrew motion. Snyder out across the for a first down. .40 after that play. Seconds on the play clock. First down and 10, Bevington. A pair of receivers. Ty Bovin. Another first down. Mike and half of the Salem Quakers. Big first down to move. Clock runs at 2 minutes. Salem not. Yard line. Play clock at. So the Royals will have to. Seconds and a timeout is called. Seconds to go. The Royals. Turnovers. Brant Simmons. Just simply need to hang on. Ball away from the Salem quick. And it'll be a good night. But CVCA, Joe ball. Bag. Fixed it. Near side. Off is 2. Snyder lunges forward. And Salem will call. Two yards on. The fact that you're still with us, we probably watching and still watching. Game to you tonight. One of the 6 game on the road for. They have had just 4 today. Next Friday night, Warriors. They are, and also members. That will be a first. The rival. Hands to Snyder. Hard line. In the clock after they 25. Minute 30. Now 10 seconds. Bevington in the back. He'll run it up line. Their second time. In that pickup by Mike. It should do it. Expected they would have. In 2020. Has held the Royals to just high-powered offense was average. Period. Been undone tonight. in the second half with 4 for the Royals. That play. The Royals, when they return, that Dan Larlam is for the least risk. Can no longer stop, not run out the clock. If they would have to either go for yards, it's all after many under blank. Snyder to the right of Simmons in motion. 50 first down yardage. Chains in the one away. Bar in the last minute and 10. A huge powered air from the 29 in victory formation. Penalty. About the time ticking. Snyder marches about. Gets the ball. No longer stop it. Stop it again. Started yet. Ohio, they and force 4 turnovers. They get a runs out. CVCA Quakers 20. Made it. Difficulties. We're still watching. We want to. Tim Nichols. And a home game. And so we look for 11. Could be a week 12 for week 12 game. And so this season, as both carrying the school have been great. A shout out to Matt Freeman this week, and it helped once Levington, a pair of kickoff, but it really turned the tide as Salem went up. And got the Royals. Kyle season and again they and again we just like these broadcasts possible. And frankly, those of you who have these live streams this and for joining us. Again, a shout out. He's in Stowe, Casadena, Deals Corner in Stowe, KFC in Macedonia. One of those fine restaurants or that have our meal program. Home for the final when the West tonight for Zach Nichols. Freezing behind these broadcasts. We bid you adieu from